There are things in the woods that we can explain, and then there are things people see once and never talk about again. Tonight, we're looking at 4 cryptids reported by people who swear they saw something they couldn't explain. And the last one is terrifying for a completely different reason. The Ozark Howler. A hunter was walking back to his truck after dark when he heard a howl. He assumed it was a coyote. Then it happened again. Closer. The woods suddenly went silent. He turned his flashlight toward the trees. 2 eyes stared back. They were too high to be a normal animal. He raised his rifle. The eyes vanished. Then he heard footsteps behind him. Slow, heavy, following him. He ran to his truck, locked the doors, and started the engine. For a few seconds, nothing happened. Then something scraped underneath the truck. He drove away without looking. He never hunted that area again. The Nightcrawler. A driver once reported seeing something cross a rural road after midnight. He thought it was a person. Then his headlights hit it. It was incredibly tall, completely pale, and impossibly thin. There was almost no body, just 2 long legs moving strangely across the road. The figure stopped. The driver stopped. They stared at each other. Then it walked into the woods. He drove away. A few minutes later, he checked his mirror. The thing was behind him, walking. He accelerated. It kept up. He drove faster. It kept walking. Then suddenly, it was gone. The next morning, he found 2 long footprints beside his driver's door. The skunk ape. A camper in Florida woke up to a horrible smell. Something was outside his tent. He heard breathing. Slow, heavy. He grabbed his flashlight and opened the tent. A massive, hairy figure was standing several feet away. It was almost 7 feet tall. Its arms hung nearly to its knees. The flashlight hit its face. The creature didn't move. It just stared. Then it turned and walked into the darkness. The camper stayed inside until sunrise. When he came out, he found enormous footprints surrounding his tent, but there were no tracks leading away. They simply stopped, right there, as if whatever made them had vanished. The Skinwalker. A family was driving through the Southwest late at night when they saw someone standing beside the road. The father slowed down. His wife told him not to stop. They passed the figure. Then they heard a voice. "Dad." The father looked at his daughter. She hadn't spoken. The voice came again. "Dad." It was her voice. Exactly. The daughter started crying. She whispered, "That's not me." The father locked the doors and accelerated. A few minutes later, something hit the back of the vehicle. Then again. The daughter looked through the rear window. She said someone was walking beside the car. The father couldn't see anything. Then his wife saw it too. A dark figure keeping pace with them. They accelerated. It disappeared. They eventually reached a gas station. No damage. No footprints. Nothing. But the daughter said something that nobody could explain. It wasn't trying to get inside. Her father asked what she meant. She looked toward the back seat. It wanted us to think it was already in here. Years later, she admitted one more thing. During the drive, she had seen someone sitting behind her. She thought it was her mother, until it turned its head and smiled. Maybe all of these stories have explanations. Maybe they're animals. Maybe they're mistakes. Maybe fear changes what we see. But if you ever hear someone you love calling your name from the woods, make sure they're actually there, because sometimes something else has learned their voice. This is the Para Tapes. Don't answer.